This is the dance of Tonantzin, Aztec goddess of sustenance and bringer of maize. More than just a set choreography, the dance represents a sacred ritual to honor one of the most important figures of Aztec mythology. One that didn't create the world, but who keeps it alive and well as part of nature. The dance of Tonantzin isn't unique. There are dozens like it across the Americas, with different names, different moves, and different music. Yet all the dances and rituals share one powerful meaning behind them. They're the cult of Mother Earth in our Americas. We belong to nature, even when most of us no longer live in the thickness of the jungle or camp out in open fields. Nature does not need us to survive, but if we want to survive, we must protect our natural world. Nature sustains our lives in many ways, both seen and unseen. From the food we consume to the air we breathe. Nature is bigger than us and more powerful than us. Just look at the depths of the Grand Canyon, the heights of the Andes, the lively greens of the Amazon, or the calming blues of the Caribbean. To look at nature is to feel awe and wonderment. To live in nature means understanding that nature is our greatest and most sacred giver, our mother. Because nature, Mother Earth, stands out as larger than life, which is to say, as the giver of life. Our ancestors have always considered nature not only as a force to be respected, but also as a divine figure deserving of honor and the greatest tributes. For example, in Mexico, the land of Tonantzin, a ritual takes place in the name of Mother Earth during the changing of the seasons, the celebration of the equinox at Tajín. Mother Earth, as omnipresent and omnipotent as it is, has many names and different faces, as many as there are nations and identities throughout the Americas.
The indigenous nations are totally in awe of Mother Earth and the natural world.
For the Inuit in the north, there's Kailurtartan, guardian of animals and weather, along with Pinga, goddess of the hunt and medicine, and Akna, mother goddess of fertility. In the plains, the Iroquois have Ataensik, the Sky Woman, and De'ohako, the three sisters supporters of life. The Hopi have Kokyan, creator goddess, and Imaparu, the corn mother. For the Lakota, there's Maka, the earth. And for the Navajo, there's Estinetlehi, changing woman. The Arapaho have Eseman, grandmother earth goddess. The Cherokee have grandmother spider, thinking woman. The Sioux have Maya, the earth mother. The Oglala have Tesanmi, the white buffalo woman. In the south, the Incas have Pachamama, the goddess of harvests and earthquakes. In Mexico and Central America, the Mayan have Acna, our mother, and Ixel, jaguar goddess. And the Aztec, of course, have Tonantzin, Mother Earth. Nonetheless, among the multitude of incarnations, one characteristic of Mother Earth remains constant. Nature is feminine. Feminine means nurturing, selflessness, caring, and tenderness, yet capable of fierceness when challenged or threatened, and always commanding of respect and gratefulness. Nature behaves like mothers do, and rebels like all women can when mistreated, except Mother Earth revolts in epic proportions. Try as we might, humans do not control nature. Nature rules over us. Mother Nature cannot be tamed, only revered and repaid. The appreciation for the feminine divine has been so entrenched in our Americas that the spiritual conquest, with all its European masculinity, could merely redirect that reverence to other mother figures. In Venezuela and Colombia, she's called Our Lady of Chiquinquirá. In Argentina, she's Our Lady of Luján. In Bolivia, she's Our Lady of Copacabana. In the United States, she's Our Lady of America. In Cuba, she's Our Lady of El Cobre. And in Mexico, she's Our Lady of Guadalupe, who inspires and attracts thousands of pilgrims every year, and whose majestic basilica stands today precisely on the same location once used to worship Tonantzin a long time ago.
There are hundreds and hundreds of female deities, okay, who were completely disappeared, obliterated, or replaced by Northern European icons.
Our connection to nature has even been reaffirmed and reinforced by our African brothers and sisters, who brought with them their love for Mother Earth from the other side of the Atlantic.
Ifa is a way of life. It's a matrix that creates a space for us to live inside of with order. All of the matrices of Ifa correspond with an element of nature. We have the sea we call Yamaja Lokun, that's all salt waters. We have the river waters, the sweeter waters, we call Oshun. And the woods is Obatala. and it goes on from there, but the main thing is there's a relationship with nature. The whole path, taps into the vortexes nature offers, and we prescribe them names and give them, ways that people can relate to, so that they can incorporate it in their way of thinking. It makes logic sense to them.
The spiritual conquest did strip Mother Earth's sacred mantle, leaving nature unprotected, disrespected, naked, and open for exploitation. The feminine of nature allowed for abuse under the archaic Western views of weakness in womanhood.
Much because this Northern European mindset through Christianity really replaced the importance of the female as a healer in the community and the female as a priestess. She in pre-Columbian times was extremely important. How complex and how important the tribal community was. And when you're talking about a tribal community, you're not saying, oh, no. This tribal community, the only important one is the male, is the chieftain. The only one. I mean, we're not going to even talk about the females, his mother, his sisters, his daughters. We're not going to talk about them, okay? You can't. You have to be inclusive.
Forgetting about Mother Earth's sacredness has allowed for the buffalo to be hunted to extinction. It has allowed for greed that guts and grinds natural wonders for the promise of ore and oil. It has allowed for the plunder of the Amazon and the polluting of our lakes and rivers.
It has savagely assaulted our environment level. We need to be mindful of what we have contributed and are contributing. You speak from an environmental point of view. That is essential today as we try to clean up the environment, to keep plastic from being spilled and buried in the seas and ruining the marine life that's there. I mean, some kind of conscience has to take over us just to bring that kind of intelligence, which I call natural intelligence, into our lives again.
Worst of all, forgetting Mother Earth, we have lost sight of the connection binding us to nature, allowing us to forget our own humanity and the spirit within us all. We must not let modernity make us forget our past. We must remember where we belong. We must respect and care for Mother Earth if we want to improve our present. We must honor and help Mother Earth heal if we want our Americas to have a future.
I think that much is at stake if we don't begin to recognize our strengths and play up to them. Because I think that we are really set for our own self-destruction if we don't get grounded on this land where we stand and we acknowledge who we are and acknowledge everybody else that's here, that has been here for thousands and thousands of years, and we feed the environment the way we're supposed to.
At the end of the day, all we have to do for a better tomorrow is to recognize and retain our cult of Mother Earth.